Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Moose Mike.
So welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give us a thumbie. They are free. So you will be seeing this on Thursday, and every week here on a Thursday it is
Time of the week, Thursday.
I was very enthusiastic this week. And if you are new here, you may not know what Tile of the Week Thursday is. Those that have been around a while, just let me waffle for 2 minutes and we'll get to the actual segment. So, Tile of the Week Thursday is Backlash July. Yes, a whole year ago, I received this book in Happy Mail from my Amazon wishlist. We are not sponsored or affiliated. You will probably find this in other good book retailers also. It is 100 crochet tiles edited by Sarah Callard. This book falls apart. It is really shoddily made. So either get it spiral bound if you buy the physical copy, or get the ebook version on a Kindle or similar device, because then you can also magnify the instructions. Now there are 100 tiles in here. You do get written instructions and you get graphs and diagrams as well, so it will suit whichever pattern you are more apt at reading. And when I opened it, made the pledge that I am going to make all 100 tiles, one a week until it was done. Lots of people laughed at me for a couple of days until the penny dropped, because guys, this is going to take the best part of 2 years. Now last week we reached the halfway point, so this is tile number 51. We are starting to come down the other side to the finish line. Yes, and it was a mountain getting up there. It has been a mission and a half. And Manfa, you would have thought Manfa would think before she speaks after this. I ain't ever going to learn that lesson. So stay tuned, because in the future there may be other segments like this that I go, what did I do? Anyway, this was never meant to be a crochet along. I am not trying to enable you to go and buy it and join in. That is not the whole purpose of this. This was something that I pledged to do. Mike joined alongside me because I taught him to crochet just over a year ago now. It was a year in April. And he's, lovely to do that for me. But then more and more of you, both content creators and lovely subscribers, family members as we call them, decided to jump along for the ride too. So if you want to know who else is joining in with us, please, in the search bar at the top of YouTube, type in hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday, and you will see every video ever made using that hashtag, and you will find all of our lovely friends that are joining along with us. I don't list them anymore because A, there's too many to remember, B, I always forget someone and then I feel terrible. So you go on a tile treasure hunt. It will be fun, and there is hours upon hours of videos for you to enjoy. I also have a playlist specifically for the tiles, and bizarrely, last week I was trying to help one of my friends find a particular tile video, as we have also been giving these tiles away over the last week or so, and I noticed that 3 of my tile videos were missing from my playlist, which I found rather odd because I've never deleted them, I have never moved them, they have their playlist for that specific reason. But by typing in hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday at the top of the YouTube search bar, I went a-scrolling and I found those 3 videos that were missing. So they've now been slotted back into the playlist where they should be, and it is now a complete list again. So this will be the 51st video on that list. So that's 51 videos from me, practically the same from at least another 6 people, if not more. So enjoy. So yes, we have made the pledge to make all 100. This is week 51. This one is called Crescent Quarter. The designer is Rachel or Rochelle Carmona. Don't know how to say her name, so I give both options. She recommended 4 different colours and a 4mm hook. I used 4 different colours and she said DK, lightweight 3, but I used a 4-weight, or what we call Aran, and I used a 4.5mm hook, I think, because my other one was busy. I'm not sure what size hook I used. It was either a 4 or 4.5. And Mike did use lightweight 3, and he did use his 4mm.
Clover.
Yeah. Was this the one that you started with, the dodgy one, and then changed, or was that last week? That was last week, wasn't it?
Last week.
Your
yes.
tulip, your fake
Yes,
tulip.
it
That
was
was
last
last
week.
week. See, it all blurs into one.
I actually
guys.
used a 4mm clover on this one. The last one was a 4.5.
That is correct. Yes. Right. So now that we've confused you even more, I used Aran weight or 4 weight unknown hook because I can't remember 3 weight DK and a 4mm clover for Mike.
And 4 colours.
And 4 colours. Yes. Now let me show you what hers looks like. My biggest criticism of this is that it is one of the most ugly tiles that is in this book. Aesthetically, it is not pleasing to me in the slightest. It's ugly. Sorry if you like that particular colourway. Sorry if you think it's beautiful. But for Manfa, it's hideous. So we used what we think are much prettier colour palettes in ours.
It's still not aesthetically pleasing
No.
to me.
This is not a tile that you look at and go, oh, that's beautiful. I want to make 20 million of them and turn them into a blanket. This is a, what were you thinking? And I'm sorry, Rachel, Rochelle, if ever you watch this, you have done some other tiles in this book that
Oh,
have been
amazing,
much
to be
more pleasing to the eye of our taste, and you have used much nicer colourways in our opinion. But this one, didn't like the look of it, didn't like the construction of it, and even though we've used colour palettes that are more pleasing to us, we still think it's an ugly tile. Sorry.
The
That
construction of it was my main bugbear.
In what way?
Just the way you made a tile out of it is
just we're not going to give you the pattern, but you start with this purple, and you I hate this camera thing. You start with this purple and you go out to the point, so you're building on a diagonal, and then you put 2 border rows around it to kind of neaten it all off and square it off. In my
opinion, it might work better with a different pattern maybe, but when you get to a certain point and you have to start missing half the row.
There are a couple of rows where you have to leave the remaining stitches unworked, which, if you were to leave it like that without putting the border on, it would be very higgledy-piggledy, and you'd have a random bump sticking out, and it just looked very unfinished. Glad that she put 2 border rounds on it, because that did sort of neaten it up and straighten it out. I've got a bit of a tension issue going on with mine, and I think I had to fudge the border a little bit, because also with the border, obviously going down across the top and across the bottom's fine because you've got stitches to work into, but up the sides you have to do the whole evenly space a certain number of stitches. I'm not going to tell you because it's not my pattern to share, but you have to evenly space those stitches down the side, and if you're just slightly skew with, it kind of warps your tile a little bit. And I know you have to do that on blankets and stuff sometimes. That's the whole principle of a border. It is a technique that most borders ask you to do, but it was just a tile this week. Wasn't hard.
No.
Nothing difficult in it. It was just didn't like the look of it. Didn't like the stitches used. OCD couldn't cope with the non-finished rows and having the wonky bumpy bits. And there is popcorns in there, and I'm not a popcorn fan. That's just an irritant to me. I'll do them if I have to. I have to because it's part of the pattern. But I was just like, oh, I'm ready for this one to just be done and over with. And it now is. But this tile was a grand total of 21 rows and then 2 border rounds. So, but obviously because you're working in the corner, going out and then decreasing into the other corner, you start off with really short rows to your widest point, and then you start decreasing to really short rows. So although it sounds like a lot of rows, it's not really. And some of them, like we said, you leave half of them unworked. So it's a thumbs down for this one for me, to be perfectly honest with you. Anywho, you show them yours, because yours is quite pretty. There we go. There's Mike's tile 51. Oops.
I chose different colours. Oh,
Yeah.
Attention. But there's mine.
And then I use the alpaca-y one from the week 49 again. So when we give away the next batch tiles, this isn't one for you if you have animal fibre allergies. But there is mine. So obviously mine is bigger because I used a thicker yarn. I did say to Mike though that this could be a real good opportunity for like a stained glass aesthetic, because if you look at it, this whole corner could be like a sunburst, and then maybe you could have like the blue sky and a white cloud or something, and then put the lead around it as a stained glass picture. So you could engineer your colours to make it look even more appealing. It's just, I mean, sorry, when I look at it like that, I just see one of those fans, you know, hand fans. It was a lot of effort for something that's not that pretty. And that makes me sound like a bit like a spoilt brat. I mean, I'm sure Rochelle is very proud of her design, and so she should be, because anyone that has the capacity to design something is a hero to me, because I have never attempted it, I've never tried it. The whole thought of it just completely bamboozles me and terrifies me at the moment. Never say never. I plan in the future to do my own designs. So the fact that this lady actually, any of these tiles, any of them were thought out of someone's brain and put into a physical object is amazing, and they should all be celebrated for it. And obviously different tastes, people are going to like different designs for whatever reasons. So big, you know, kudos for the design, but I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Please check out my community tab when you've finished watching this video, because the beautiful Josephine she hasn't as of filming, but I am pretty much 100% sure that she will be sending me an email with a picture of her tile on it. So when she does, it will be on the community tab for you to look at. Yeah, so that's tile 51. Right, now what's tile 52? Now this one looks like it's going to be a little bit of a breeze. Quite looking forward to this one in the sense of it's not going to take forever and a day. It is called Indian Terracotta. The designer is Emma Potter. You only need 2 colours, and she recommends DK lightweight 3, and again a 4mm hook.
Is that a new design?
I think we've had an Emma Potter before, I'm not sure. And I'm not going back through all the tiles to find out.
Can't remember.
But that is what Indian Terracotta is going to look like, hopefully. Maybe different colours. I'm already thinking blue background, yellow sun. I mean, it just looks like a sun to me. But yeah, there are dreaded bobbles, I think. Let's have a look. No, it's not bubbles, it's bloody popcorns again.
I prefer popcorn.
4 double crochet popcorns, but there is only 1 round of them, so, you know, I mean, there was only 1 round in this one, but just not a fan, guys, just not a fan. But it's only 8 rounds. 8 rounds, 1 of which is a popcorn round. Let's just hope that the instructions are clear, because also going back to this one, I had to rely on the chart again because there was some misinformation and typos again. I don't ever note down what rows are wrong. I should do, really, for a more thorough review. But go and check out some of my mates. Some of my mates do a more thorough review. They'll probably let you know which rounds, because I'm just too lazy, guys. I'm sorry. I only do this segment because you guys love it and it's the most popular on the channel. And I'm too stubborn to give up on a promise that I've made to the YouTube world and you all watching. But if my channel was to suddenly disappear, would I carry on with the tiles anyway? And we need to see it through to the end, just out of pure stubbornness and to give you guys what you like to watch. So this
yes,
is
I would have quite happily gave up after the 10th one, maybe.
So this is we'll see what tile 20, not 22, let's not go back in time, tile 52 brings us. Mike's like, don't you dare go back in time. So tune in next week to see if this little 8-rounder was okay or not.
I'm quite looking forward to this one, though, to be fair.
I think it should be short, sharp, quick, you know.
I'm trying to think of colours already.
Yeah.
I actually think I might add colours.
Oh, Mike's getting fancy, really, when you begrudge fastening off and changing colour every round?
It's only for one round.
Oh, okay. Well, we shall see. We shall see what Mike comes up with next week. So, yes, please check the community tab and give Josephine a lot of love for the fact that she's joining in. She does not have content on her channel. She is just an amazing friend and supporter of both Mike and I and a few other people here on YouTube. Join us tomorrow for Crochet Catch Up, where we let you know all the crocheting that's not tile of the week. And then Saturday, please remember that myself, Rebecca and Amanda will be going live at my normal live time slot of 4 p.m. Eastern. But the first part of the live is going to be the wrap up of the 3 in Glasses cowl that we are all hosts of. But then once we've done that and we've shown it and it's all like, ooh, ah, beautiful, Mike will jump on and it will just be a normal live after that. Don't worry, if you are not a live attender, if it's not your thing or you just can't make it, there will be a wrap-up video on all of our channels next Wednesday, so you get an opportunity to see the final finished, fingers crossed, I'm a host and finished project next week. So there is daily content here at Manfa's Makes. Please do click in every day to see what shenanigans we have been up to and what we are going to bring to you that day. We really do appreciate your love, time, friendship and support. But on that note, we're going to let you go, and until we see you again,
stay safe,
be kind,
look after one another,
get some good quality time in with your loved ones,
get those creative juices going,
get some good quality crafting time in. We will see you in the next one.
or around YouTube streets.
Bye guys,
Bye.
love you loads.